Welcome back to Collin County Life. In this episode, Angie and I take a trip out to Chambersville, Texas in northern Collin County to visit a very special greenhouse, Hugs Greenhouse, and speak to Lauren Smith about their mission to provide employment for adults with special needs.
We're talking about the place where everyone wants to live.
Plano,
Frisco,
Allen,
and McKinney.
This is Collin County Life
with Brent and Angie.
Well, welcome to Hugs Greenhouse. We opened fall of 2018 as the second social enterprise for Hugs Cafe Inc. Our mission is to provide training and employment for adults with special needs. 80% of our employees identify as having a disability. So that may look like cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, brain injury, autism, but we are here to give meaningful training, employment, and opportunities. So I am the Director of Development for Hugs Cafe Inc., the nonprofit as a whole.
Okay.
So my job is to help all of our programs grow, be involved in the community, and make sure folks know about them. The manager of Hugs Greenhouse is Mr. Bill Crump here. Bill is fourth generation flower grower here in McKinney and has been a great mentor for our adults with special needs out here that we employ. He started this place from a cornfield to this.
Wow.
And it's really sweet. I gotta give Bill some credit. If you ask Bill how many kids he has, he'll say 7, but he actually only has 3 biological children. He's referring to the 7 individuals that we employ out here. They have become like his family. So our greenhouses here were added in actually 2019. When we first started fall of 2018, this was just dirt.
Okay.
We wanted to go ahead and get our hands dirty and begin training adults with special needs. So that's exactly what we did fall of 2018.
Okay.
2019, we built these 2 greenhouses here, and we started growing our perennials as well as our annuals. And now we also have herbs and tomato plants, pepper plants, things like that.
Awesome.
This past year in 2020, we were able to receive some support from the McKinney Community Development Corporation. They provided the propagation equipment that you see here.
Oh, okay.
So this is our misting equipment as well as the heaters, which allow us to A, grow year round, and B, grow from seedling and cutting. So we're able to grow earlier, employ more often, and have more control over what we're doing. So we are actually going to start growing our poinsettias for the holiday season in like a couple of months. We are open for retail customers as well as wholesale.
Okay.
So we sell to landscapers all over the community. We sell to homeowners associations, and then we sell to folks like me and you.
Yeah, I actually came in a few days ago.
Yeah.
I was out here driving around with a friend, and
Uh-huh.
we drove by, so I was like, hey, we need to stop.
Yeah.
And they were saying how there was a bunch of flowers out here that were like specifically designated for Baylor Hospital,
Oh, yeah.
Trinity Falls, and lots of that, which I thought was awesome.
Yeah, we are very fortunate to have some great corporate partners. The Trinity Falls Development as well as Baylor Scott and White use us for their annual color.
Yeah.
So a couple of times a year we'll grow product just for them. Baylor Scott and White did their own yellow, blue, and white pansies, which were really beautiful. And I think they're going to be continuing to do some sort of Baylor unique color scheme with our annuals for multiple seasons to come. So it's a cool thing.
Yeah, that is awesome.
We started hanging baskets recently. We sold out of most of our first variety, so now we have the second variety of hanging basket. If you don't have flower beds at home, hanging baskets, we're now suited for you.
Yes. That's great.
Yeah. So this is the hottest part of the greenhouses, is when they have the heaters going from all of these young seedlings.
Yeah.
So these are some of the flowers that we grow, like we said, for our corporate partners. So you'll see this yellow and white and some of this purpley blue here.
I snatched up some of these when I was here last time.
Yeah. Just beautiful. These, everything that we grow here, we try to grow hardy plants that are going to thrive in Texas climates. Bill has over 40 years greenhouse experience, and his family generations of experience. So when you're buying from Hugs Greenhouse, you're buying great quality product, but also product that has stood the test of time by local individuals and the community.
Right.
So, hey Clay, you want to say hi? Hello. So this is Clay. He is one of our employees out here at the greenhouse. Clay, how long have you
Clay.
been working at the greenhouse?
3 years.
3 years. And what are you doing right now?
Water the flowers.
Watering the flowers? What's your favorite part about working at the greenhouse?
Watering, helping out.
Yeah? Do you like helping the customers and stuff?
Yeah.
Have you learned about flowers and plants since you've been here?
Yes.
Yeah. Mr. Bill's a good teacher, huh?
Yes.
Well, we appreciate you watering and keeping our plants nice.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Clay.
A day out here at Hugs Greenhouse, you'll find our staff watering, tending to sales from customers, and even doing some planting and rooting or general maintenance around the property. So there's all kinds of activities, all kinds of jobs to be done. Some people ask why we don't maybe grow vegetable plants and then sell the vegetables, right? Our goal is about employment. If we only sold those vegetables, we wouldn't be tending to as many plants. There wouldn't be as much of a turnover. Especially what we're doing with the annuals and the perennials, we're providing some seasonal clients and we're able to revisit them and continue to provide employment. So
You go from the cafe to the greenhouse.
bit of a stretch, right?
Yeah, a little
So that credit really belongs to our founder and president, Ruth Thompson. She dreamed of a restaurant that would employ adults with special needs. After they had been open for 2 years, she started to see the garden in the back really being a place that was therapeutic. Restaurant isn't necessarily the vocation for every individual. And she thought that maybe there was an opportunity mixing horticulture with our employment for special needs to have some synergy.
Right.
And then you do what you always do. You put it out on Facebook and you say, hey, community, I am thinking about doing this again and employing adults with special needs, but in a different way. What about a greenhouse? Who's in? I want to meet at this time, at this location. I hope somebody shows up. And we had nothing. We had only had the cafe for just over 2 years in operation.
Okay.
And it was quite an undertaking to take on this completely other social enterprise.
Sure.
But we were very fortunate in who showed up. Two very special individuals, one of them being Bill Crump, and the other one being Mr. David Shelton. He was our resident handyman at the greenhouse.
Okay.
He met Ruth at a community volunteer event, and he said, if you ever need anything, I'm around the corner. She took him up on it all the way to the point of his family having 30 acres here just outside of the city where they were imagining doing something more for the community with that land. When this opportunity presented themselves, they considered it the perfect match. And we were able to come use a portion of the Shelton's land. They live in the white home just across the way there. And their whole family's there, so we'll see them popping in from time to time. But we were very fortunate to receive a plot of land from them that we lease at a very affordable rate. And then we're able to continue to expand in the property as we want to continue our employment. So between David and Kari Shelton and their incredible generosity of providing this land for us, Bill's talent of growing these annuals and perennials and having a local customer base and local landscape clients. It really was a Cinderella moment of the shoe just fit.
What a blessing.
Yes, absolutely. God, for all of us, has been an instrumental reason as to how this stuff has come to be. So the space that I'm about to take you through now is where you'll find a lot of our annual product. So we grow these during March season, June season we do some growing, and then of course your fall and October is when you'll find us doing our annual color. But we have things like Bachelor Button here. We have lots of Vinca, Angelonia. I've also gone through Bill's Floral Academy and received some flower training. I assure you I had none prior to this. But it's really cool just to see the transformation of what has happened from taking raw land to a meaningful employment initiative here at the greenhouse.
Yeah, absolutely.
We continue to just ask that customers come support us through retail sales and, you know, check with your homeowners association, see who does your plants. If it's not Hugs Greenhouse, maybe it could be.
And the margarita stroll.
Yeah, the margarita stroll is huge. So as a nonprofit, we are always about getting involved in the community and making sure they know about meaningful employment. So July 10th is the margarita stroll downtown, and it is going to benefit Hugs Cafe. So you can go downtown, do margarita strolling, even come by the cafe, check it out, and know you're supporting adults with special needs. So that's a cool thing.
So how does one become a job coach to some of these adults?
Sure. So there are 4 ways that I encourage people to volunteer or be a job coach within our organization. Here at the greenhouse, we have job coaches that are here weekly, providing support for our greenhouse employees. You can email bill@hugsgreenhouse.org if you wish to become a job coach out here at the greenhouse.
Okay.
If you are interested in supporting our cafe during its operational hours, or you would like to support our culinary training program, Hugs Prep, which is on Mondays, you can email our volunteer coordinator, that's Leanne Parsons. Her email is Leanne, Leeann, @hugscafe.org.
Okay.
Also, as the Director of Development, we are out in the community doing events all the time.
Right.
So if anyone is interested in volunteering for events on the weekends
Okay,
or just
okay.
being out in the community, engaging with people,
Absolutely,
they can
okay.
reach out to me.
Okay.
And that is Lauren@hugscafe.org. So you can come out to the greenhouse with Bill. You can get with Leanne if you want to get into prep or the cafe, or come see me if you want to be involved in
Okay.
events. So.